many of you folks love a customer testimonial? I know I do, I know you do. And although this man looks younger than me, he's been doing this since 1977 in a great relationship with my buddy Jeff DeLauder and actually his father before him. Imagine that. Bought his first DN Solution machine in the early 2000s and has expanded since then. I've had a little cheat code and heard a little bit of the story ahead of time, but much like you, I don't know all the details and I'm ready to dive in. Jerry, thank you so much. This is a shout out to Ferra as well. What you're doing is incredible. The parts you're making, phenomenal. I want to hear a little bit more about your first DN Solutions machine and how it's grown since then.
Okay, yeah, so the first DN Solutions machine we purchased was, it was a turning machine that we bought in the early 2000s. We've actually, in the last 6 years, we've actually purchased about 7 DN machines. They're very large equipment, some of their hard metal equipment, and also some of the high profile machines for machining aluminum. One specific machine that I'd like to talk about is the DHF 8000. We purchased that machine in about 2019, and we're running a very close tolerance, high volume aerospace product on there, made out of 13/8, and we run that machine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and have since 2019.
No issues?
No issues. But if we do have an issue, I can assure you that my friends at MTS or DN will have one of their maintenance technicians there within less than 2 hours, probably.
Okay, guys. Seriously, I have to pause and breathe for a second. Did you hear what Jerry just said? Since 2019, running 24/7, no issues whatsoever. That's an incredible story. And you're making parts that are extremely precise as well. So we haven't lost rigidity. We haven't lost downtime. We haven't lost the precision. It's been running true for that long. That's incredible, Jerry.
That is correct. It's one of the most machines that I have the most uptime on is the DHF 8000. We just had zero problems with it. You're always going to have little problems with a machine, whether it be with a conveyor or whether it be with some kind of a sensor or something. But as a general rule, we've had no downtime on this machine. We average about 6,000 to 6,500 hours a year on this machine, and it runs 24/7.
And with this evolution from the early 2000s, having this tried and true machine that is not letting you down for years on end without stopping, you continue to invest in the DN machines as well. Overall, how many machines do you have now from DN?
We have 7 of the DN machines in our current facility. So started with the machines, putting them in 2019, and we've actually purchased. That was through the COVID area. And so it was very, very tough in the growth, but we've actually purchased 7 of the larger machines that DN makes.
Congratulations on surviving that era for sure, as we all should be a little bit congratulated for that. I want to talk, as we wrap this up, a little bit about service and support. You mentioned already, if something does go wrong, MTS is there right away, but it goes further back. As much as I love our buddy Jeff, it goes further back than that. You actually started working with his father before Jeff took over the business. The entire time, what's the relationship like working with MTS?
It's more of a family relationship. It's a partnership, a true relationship. That yes, it does go back to probably in the mid-90s is when I first met Jack DeLauder, which is Jeff's dad. And I always kind of hated getting away from him when he decided to step away from business and retire. But I've established a great working relationship with Jeff, his son. I've probably known Jeff since he was pretty much born, since he's a lot younger than me, not quite that long, but I have known him for a long, long time. And it was hard getting away from his father, just picking up the phone and calling Jack. But Jeff's done a great job with the company, stepping in and taking it to new levels. Anytime a younger individual gets involved, they're gonna probably take the company somewhere that one of us older fellas haven't. So it's a good thing. It really is.
I love how you've displayed that. That's amazing, Jerry. Thank you so much. We're going to close this out with one last question, because we've now talked about how it feels like family, and we preach and preach all the time about the importance of service and support. if that service and support wasn't there from the father, from Jeff's father, right? If it wasn't there from Jeff, I'm gonna make a rhetorical question, but I want you to answer the rhetorical question anyway, okay? And I'm gonna make an assumption, and we know what assuming does, so I apologize ahead of time. But I would assume that if that service and support wasn't there, you would have moved on and started working with someone else, right? What does service and support mean to you and your company?
It means everything. I mean, the machine sitting there, if it's not cutting chips, it's costing this company money. We're not making money if we're not cutting chips. So the service is number one. That's the reason I decided to stick with the DN Solutions. They've been great over the years of supporting me. You can have a machine that cuts equal to it, but when it goes down, if it has to sit for 4 weeks or 6 weeks without getting somebody there to get it back up operating, that does nothing but just cost the company money. So,
and in my machining days, it was usually operator error that put down the machine and not the machine
the
itself.
majority of the time, you're right. Not always. I mean, there's always things go wrong, but yes, you're absolutely right. Most of the time, it's operator error. We have new operators coming in. We do on-the-job training, and you're going to have mistakes. The main thing is we have to learn from them mistakes and not make them again.
Very well said. I can say that's wisdom, deep wisdom in you.
Yes,
There's
sir.
one last thing. I know we said we we're going to wrap this up, but you told me something that I want to hear again. When I hear a machine making chips, it sounds like a purr to me, almost like a boat, but you describe it as something else, right?
It's like frying bacon.
There
I
it
like
is.
to hear that bacon frying in the pan. Whenever them chips are falling off, that's a sign we're making money.
Yes, sir. Frying
So,
the bacon, Jerry.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you all for watching. Keep your bacon frying as well. This is my buddy Jerry, and this is how DN Solutions has supported the growth and evolutions of my buddies over at Ferra. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you again soon.